Tonight, I want to talk about the dating scene in West Hollywood for gay men. It sucks. I miss Rusty. Oh, and if you're watching this, Rusty, FYI, the Morgan Grace Hustler bag was named after you, whore! I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, Rusty. Call me. I wouldn't be so desperate to get Rusty back if the dating scene wasn't so awful for men my age. But I live in West Hollywood, where 40 is the new 80. I'm not even considered old in West Hollywood. I'm considered invisible. And I am not exaggerating. A man my age could run down Santa Monica Boulevard in an evening gown on fire, and nobody would notice. I could fall face first onto the dance floor of rage, and 4 queers would start dancing on me. And one of them would say, "You smell something burning?" I'm telling you, I'm having a tough time getting a date. So I tried internet dating. If you haven't done it, don't. It's a mistake. It's amazing these days how many people know how to Photoshop a picture. I met this guy online. He was so handsome in his pictures. He said he was 42. And at one point, I'm sure he was. But the day that I met him for lunch, he was somewhere between 70 and dirt. I am not kidding. We met at an outdoor cafe. This guy looked so close to death, a mortician gave him his card. Vultures started circling our table, and that's scary because they know. He said, "You're surprised, aren't you?" I guess he noticed the look of astonishment frozen in my smile. So I reached into my new Morgan Grace shoulder bag.
It's not.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, no. It's
not a shoulder bag?
It's a federal postal.
Oh, federal. My Morgan Grace federal postal bag. And I put on my sunglasses so I could study his face without detection. He said, "Everybody thinks I'm straight. People never wonder if I'm gay. That's because they're too busy wondering if you're alive." This guy was so old, I'm pretty sure he lives in a nursing home. He was wearing a white wristband that he kept trying to hide under his pajama sleeve. He noticed me staring at it. He said he'd just come from a circuit party. You know, but I'm sure that I saw the word Shady View on that tag. I know he lives in a nursing home because he kept asking the waiter to turn his chair toward the sun. The waiter asked him how he wanted his eggs. He said bland. For dessert, he ordered green Jell-O. His face was so strange. I kept staring at it. He looked like he'd had a combination facelift and stroke. It was off, you know? I mean, it sort of looked like a Picasso portrait that had come to life. Sort of. He noticed me staring at his face, and he said, I see you're wondering, so I'll tell you. I've had some work done. I found the most fabulous new surgeon. I said, I don't know how fabulous he is, but I'm sure he's new. And I'll tell you something else about him. He's left-handed. But he had on the most beautiful charm bracelet that he'd made out of all of his medical emergency tags. If one more organ fails, he'll have the complete set. He had a big tattoo on his arm. I asked him to look at it. It was of his blood type. Under type O positive, it said, "Born to make bile." I know he lives in a nursing home. He had on a woven leather belt that I loved. He said he made it in crafts. He's making one for me for our second date next week, if he lives. Oh, and I got him an interview with Morgan Grace. If he's that good with leather, they'll hire him. Off the books, of course, otherwise he'll lose his Social Security. My friend John told me he saw an ad in the back of Frontiers that looked like Rusty's penis. What am I talking about? I can't get Rusty out of my mind. My friend John said he saw an ad that looked just like Rusty's penis. I can't stop thinking about that because it disturbs me for a couple of reasons. One, I want to know, is Rusty hustling again? And two, and more importantly, how does John know what Rusty's penis looks like? I'm gonna call.